Hey guys, I'm doing a deck profile today on my Harpie deck. Harpie decks is not finished, technically. Main deck is, but I still need extra deck cards, such as Dracossack being the big one. But I'm just doing this deck profile to show what I have right now. Because I got a new phone and I'm trying out the camera on my phone and seeing how this works, seeing if it's any better or whatever. So I just thought I'd do a deck profile on this. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into it on my Harpie build here. Got three Chandlers. Chandlers being one of your main engines in the deck, if not the main one. Search out your pet dragon to go into your rank 7 play. She becomes a level 7 when a dragon is on the field. Uh, but she starts out any Harpie card. You can also go for rank 4 plays with her. That's what I was doing previously with the deck. I had a rank 4 spam Harpie deck, but since they hit Divine Wind of Mist Valley to 1, I had to go to the standard rank 7 build. I mean, I could still play rank 4 spam, but it's not as spammy without my Divine Wind at 3. Next, 2 Harpie Dancer. Just 2. It is a really good card, and you get multiple pops from the field spell, but other than that, without, again, Divine Wind, you don't really need 3 because you don't span the field with Harpies as much. 2 is still really good. I like Harpie Dancer a lot. Triple Queen. Queen is just overall a great card. Search out your field spell, and it's 1900 attack. Goes to 21 under field spell. So it's just your big beater of the deck. If you don't need to search out the field spell, just summon it and just beat down. Then we got 3 Harpie Lady 1s. I run 3 Harpie Lady 1s over Queen, or not Queen, Cyber Harpie. Cyber Harpie's alright, but I just like Harpie Lady 1 because it powers up all my Harpies. It gives all wind monsters 300 attack. That's including your extra deck cards as well. You can have a 2900 Dracossack with 1, and then however much it goes up with more on the field. So I like 3 Harpie Queens because of the attack boost. Yes, Cyber Harpie starts out 1800, but this one I just like how it powers up everything else because Harpies are fairly weak, and if you don't have if you can't exceed play during a turn and you just have to sit on your Harpie, it kind of sucks unless you power them up. So 3 of those. The 1 pet dragon, I only run 1 because it sucks to draw this thing. You can pitch it for Chandler, but yeah, I mean I could run 2 I guess, but I only like 1 because I do not want to see it in hand ever, and you still draw this fucker. But just a 1 for my build, per player preference. But that's it for the Harpie monsters. Next, I still run 1 Mist Valley Falcon and 1 Mist Valley Soldier. I chose Falcon over Zephyros. I know a lot of players like Zephyros and Harpies. I personally like Falcon better. Falcon has a multiple bounce effect, whereas Zephyros only has a one-time effect per game. But I know Zephyros his effect is more consistent to go off, as in it's not stopped as easily. Falcon's effect can be stopped more easily, but I like the fact that Falcon's is more. You can use it more than once. You can use it every turn to bounce card. Plus Falcon is 2000 attack. Just having that 2000 field presence is always good. I've never regretted drawing into this card. Never regretted opening it, because having that 2000 attack monster and just sitting on it is just a good defense, because people have to commit to get over 2000, and in this deck with the field spell it goes to 22. With Harpie Lady 1 it'll go to 23. If you have both, it'll be a 2500 normal summon monster. It's just overall I really like it, and you can bounce back your Hysteric Sign to use it again. You can bounce back Fiendish Chain and use it again. You get just a lot of replay value with this card. Plus, if you want to bounce back your field spell, if you're playing a deck that plays field spells as well, reuse your field spell. Soldier is in here mainly for a level 4 tuner. but I also really like it because it's a 1700 base attack. Defense is shitty, but you know, whatever. But it just has a really good. I like just use soldier to just run into defense monsters because if they have a big ass defense, it will bounce back to their hand for his effect. But most of the time when I attack a defense monster, it is Raikou, but whatever. But soldier is one of my main targets to get off Summoner Monk, just for a first turn synchro play or exceed play if I need to do that. But overall, this is my Miss Valley part, and I really like the Miss Valley in this deck still, even though it does not have Divine Wind anymore. It still works good. But that is my preference. Next, to Summoner Monk. Summoner Monk is becoming like a standard in the Harpie deck because pitch sign and plus like crazy. So it doesn't really need any more explaining other than that. And then final monster, I still run one Tempest because sometimes you just need a 2400 attack monster, and if it's late game and you draw this, chances are you will have a wind monster to banish for its effect. Even though I do not like banishing wind monsters in this deck because of Hysteric Party, but sometimes you just have to get that 2400 if you're going for game. If you got this guy, plus it helps with your rank 7s still. But that is it for monsters. On the spells, we have the 3 field spells. Was running 2 and 2, 2 Harpie's Hunting Ground, 2 Divine Winds. They hit Divine Wind 1. I tried just 1 Divine Wind, and I had to play Terraforming, and I just didn't like it like that. So I decided to go full on Harpie build with the triple field spells, and honestly, the triple Hunting Ground is just going to be so good this format. This is a back row heavy format, so you're never going to have to pop your stuff that often unless you just play a deck with minimal back row, which ain't going to be many decks this format, in my opinion. Yeah. Fuck, forgot what I was going to fucking say. Plus 200 boost for all Wing Beast monsters. So yeah. Next, the 3 signs. Sign is like a fucking amazing card. Search out Elegant Egotist from deck or graveyards, and then the turn it's sent to graveyard from hand or field to graveyard, you add up to 3 Harpie cards with different names from your deck to your hand. You can only get one of these effects per turn, remember that. But just overall great card. It sets up so many plays. First turn you can set this and then pop it with the field spell to get Harpies. You can reuse Elegant Egotist, which brings our next card 1 Egotist because you only need 1 because you can reuse it with sign. Some people play more for spamming ability, but I just like the 1 because I don't want to see it. I want to search it out. I don't really want to draw into it. If I do draw into it, I can pitch it with Summoner Monk, then get it back with sign. But like I said, you can recycle it unless somebody's desperate enough to DD Crow your Egotist. At that point, I don't really think it matters. If they're that desperate, they can just, you know, go for it. But there's that part. 1 Book of Moon. Don't need to say anything on Book of Moon. 1 MST. Still run MST because you do want to get your plays off. Because if you can still get hit with Bottomless, Warning, you can get Torrentialed. So having the MST is still good because plus there's always that set in phase MST play. So I still like MST in the main, even with the field spell. But that is it for spells. Rather low spell count. I believe it's 9 spells. Onto the traps. 2 Hysteric Parties. I only run the 2. I don't max it out because I wanted to make room for other traps. And really, I didn't see the need in running 3. I mean, I could see it more then, but yes, this is a really good card, but I just don't like to see it. I like to see it late game more. I don't like to sit on it early game. Of course, I could bluff with it. I've done that before, and then just wait. And then you have to discard 1 card, which if you have sign, that's just awesome. But just 2 for this build. 2 Ick attacks because why not? If they're all wing beasts, except for the occasional dragon here and there. But not 3. Again, like 3 gets too much because you want your Harpies. 2 Mirror Force. People are down on Mirror Force, but it punishes players who overextend and like are trying to push and just go for it. good or bad players. They say it punishes bad players, but it can punish good players who do not expect it. And if they're just going for it, I've drew Mirror Force early game and sit on that Mirror Force all game just to bluff my opponent into thinking I didn't have it, didn't run it, and then whenever they commit to the field thinking I don't have it, fucking Mirror Force. So I run 2 Mirror Force. Mirror Force is still an amazing card, one of the best traps in the game. 2 Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain, of course. 1 Call the Haunted. Call the Haunted is in here to recycle Pet Dragon in case I have to pitch it for Chandler. Fuck, why can I not remember her fucking name? But in case I have to pitch it for Chandler, if I draw it and have to pitch it, or pitch it for a Steric Party or anything, is to get it back so I can go into my rank 7 play still. It's also in here for Mist Valley Falcon so I can Synchro again, or Tempest just in case I need to Tempest. Or Call Tempest, yeah. Then we got the 1 Torrential, 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, and 1 Compulse. Your new trio of traps. And then the final 2 traps, I'm still main decking Imperial Iron Wall. This does not only hit dragons, guys. This hits a lot of decks still this format. This hits Boojins, it hits Prophecy, Zombies. It still hits a lot of decks. Like, the last locals I went to, I wasn't playing this deck, but I was playing Black Wings. But my last 3 matches, first match Zombies, second match Boojins, third match Prophecies. Like I just said, like seriously, at my locals, Imperial Iron Wall is still good, and it's still good enough to main, so I still main deck it. And the way the format's shaping up, Boojins are going to be a big deck this format, so Imperial Iron Wall will still work good in main. But that's it for main deck. Go ahead and get into the extra deck. Like I said, I'm missing some cards. I'll go over those whenever I get to them. But what I have right now, 2 Cowboys, because I'm that player that will fucking double cowboy you. I will Hysteric Party and double cowboy your ass. Because that's me. 1 Maestroke. Only 1 Lightning Chidori, because I only have 1 Chidori at the moment. Would run 2. 1 Diamond Direwolf. 2 Ice Beasts, 0 Pains. This is like my favorite Exceed in this deck. I go for this more than any other Exceed. Just an amazing effect. 1 Phantasmal Dragon. This thing is just amazing. If you get this off, it's like almost, I'm not going to say it's guaranteed, but almost a guaranteed 6,000 damage to your opponent because they almost have nothing to counter it. Next, my only rank 7 at the moment is Gaia Dragon. It will probably replace with Master of Blades whenever I get Master of Blades. But Gaia Dragon right now. And for Synchros, 1 Spark Dragon, 1 Scrap Dragon, and 1 Crimson Blader. Okay, I'm missing 3 extra deck cards. The first of which being Dracossack. Of course, I'm in the process of negotiating, trying to get one, but I will get one for this deck. I will have a Big Eye too. Big Eye is getting reprinted, so I will get one of those when it comes out. And then the third card is Queen Dragon to Jin, so I can recycle Tempest and Pet Dragon to go into rank 7 plays. But that is the 3 cards I'm missing, and I will get those. I just wanted to do this deck profile right now to try out my camera on my phone, like I said. Moving on to side deck of what I have right now. Electric Viruses and Puppet Plants, just because. 2 more MSTs, because like I said, you want to get your plays off. In this format, you can't have enough back row hate. The Dark Hole, because I don't main it anymore. 7 Tools is becoming one of my favorite traps now because it just makes me feel safe when I'm doing shit. So that 1 Gozen and 1 Rivalry. I don't really like running these cards because yes, the main deck is fine, except this one. These conflict with Summoner Monk, but really, if I sided it in, then it's going to hurt my opponent a lot more than me. But there's been a lot of times where I use this, and I want to go for an Exceed, but I just can't because of these. But that doesn't happen often. 1 Light Mirror and 1 Shadow Mirror. I don't run 2 of each because I don't have 2 of each, and I probably still just run the 1 of each so I can have more diversity in my side deck. 1 Soul Drain. And then the 1 Transmigration Prophecy, because this thing is so good. But yes, again, guys, that is the deck. I didn't mean to make it go this long. I tried to talk fast, but I'm just a slow talker or whatever. But again, if I haven't said it enough, I know I don't have Dracossack and Big Eye. I'm working on getting those. But this is the deck. Thanks for watching if you watched, guys. Made it this far. Appreciate it. Let me know what you think. Until next time, this is Jables. Thanks for watching.